And we are live with session 57 of our Drowned Gods campaign. And last time, well, do you want to read your notes, Anna?
Sure, I'd say I wrapped things up pretty well in it.
Oh yeah, and as always, everyone please reset your hero point pools to 1.
We decide to break out to the siege. The plan immediately goes wrong, and Manawanui gets shot all over and nearly dies. Ip and Birdbright show up out of the woods and come in clutch, breaking through the cocoa biter lines. I jump down off the tower and make my way to Manawanui, and to stabilize her. She manages to get up and make her way back to the tower. Stabilize you. I did stabilize you.
Such a lie.
I rolled.
Yes,
you
you
thought
did.
I was going to kill you. And I didn't. I stabilized you because I used a hero point. Yes, just barely.
I thought I stabilized myself.
Nope.
Okay.
No, you guys, Akalupu came down and rolled a medicine check to stabilize you. Which I will remind you, you are at Wounded 1 right now.
Yes. It's still there. What you were saying.
She manages to get up and make her way back to the tower, and I begin to cleave through the cocoa biters using my new drinking sword to drain them dry. That's it. That's all I have.
You didn't even have you jumping off of the tower like a badass?
I mean, I did. There's just like one line. I jumped down off the tower.
Ah, okay. You just didn't emphasize it. Fair enough.
No.
All right, I mean, and that's pretty much it. So, yeah, I think that catches us up. At the moment, we are on a new round of combat, which does mean that the cocoa biters are going to get to go. So, let's see what kind of damage they can do. So, first up, we have the cocoa biter blowgunners. So, this guy is going to keep running climbing out of the water. He's going to grab his bow gun. He's going to have one action left, so he's going to take a shot at, I guess, Gur, because he's closest. And he misses. All right, who else? So there's 2 right by Akalupu, so they're going to take their shots at Akalupu. Does a 24 hit?
I think so. Let me just double check. For my AC is 22.
Yeah, 22. All right, so 1 hit and 1 miss. No crits, thankfully. For 4 damage. So, not too much there. Oh, there's another one that has line of sight on Akalupu, actually. By the fire right here. So he's going to take his shot as well. 20 will miss. Let's see, who else further down this way? So the panic and pandemonium is starting to spread. People are starting to somewhat realize that something's going on. So these guys gonna move over here, and here, and here. Only one of them is able to open up a shot on Akalupu, so let's get one more shot from them. That's a miss. This guy is gonna move as well. The others are still kind of catching up on what's going on, though. Up in the north, where the encampment is, some of these guys are going to start going after the Stegosaurus. So we're going to move here, and this guy's going to move to here. And this guy's going to go here, and that guy is going to go over here. And only one of them, oh, there's 2 actually, who now have shot on him. One with all of his actions left, and one who only has 1 action left. Oh no, wait, that guy can see it as well, but he's only got 1 action left. All right, so 4 attacks from the blowgunners on to the Stegosaurus. 29. I think that'll hit. Yeah, that'll hit. Miss, a miss, a miss, and one more. 21. I think that misses. Yes. All right. So only one of these guys managed to hit the Stegosaurus for 8 points of damage. I think that's the first damage he's taken. Yeah, it is. All right. So for the Stegosaurus, I'm thinking I give him a 50-50 chance of either running away from things that are attacking him or toward them. So who wants to pick high or low?
Yeah, that's good luck.
All right,
Low.
so you want it to be toward him. So low is toward?
Yes.
Like, well, let's wait till after, and then I'll tell you what low was.
All right, that is low. So the Stegosaurus is now going to notice those guys, and on his turn, it's going to go do some damage in that direction. Unless that changes, because we've got some more people, including the Kokobiter Chieftain over here. What's his better attack, melee or ranged? Definitely melee. All right, so he's going to take 2 actions to move up to the Stegosaurus, and then he's going to use his last action to try and attack. That's definitely a hit for 15 points of damage. Now that actually hurts a bit. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that damage. Let's do the roll again. All right, so now the Stegosaurus wants to leave. Understandable after taking that bonk on the noggin. So that is the Chieftain's turn. Now we have the standard Kokobiters. So there are, let's see, so there's one by Akalupu. This guy can get over and still have 1 action left. Let's see, these guys are going to start moving.
Not yet. Yeah.
Those guys are still confused. Over in camp, we're gonna have probably about half of them try to help with the Stegosaurus, and the other half are too scared and will run the other direction.
Very helpful, guys.
I mean, he has killed more than a few of their friends already.
Oh no, smart choice. Just maybe not the most helpful choice.
All right, so that is, I think, everyone's movement for the normal Kokobiters. All right, so we get 2 attacks on Akalupu. One of them does have flanking, so that'll be a little bit of an advantage. 19 still doesn't hit, even with the flanking. The other one is going to be a 20. That is going to miss as well. One of them didn't move, though, so he's going to get a second attack. 23, just barely a hit for 5 points of damage. So these guys' weapons are kind of like made out of random like sharpened sticks and like bits of shells and coral and whatever. So one of them stabs you with a little bit of a spear that has a kind of a sharpened conch shell on the end. That hurts a little bit. You're probably not even out of your like over health.
Yeah, no, I'm not.
That is that turn. All right, Stegosaurus is thinking about doing a hit and run. So he is going to do an attack before he leaves. So let's get a tail swipe. 23. I believe that'll hit any. Oh, not quite enough to hit the chieftain. All right, so he's going to do damage to the others around him for 17 points of damage. So that's going to kill this guy, this guy, and this guy.
We love this Stegosaurus.
Right? And then, what's the Stegosaurus's speed? 25. All right, so he's going to move to there. And that is his turn. Now he is leading them toward you.
Yeah, I was about to say, he might be more of our best friend if he wasn't coming so much directly at us.
Yeah, and he also has no reason to be on your side either, so I would be careful of him as well. Alright, so that is the Stegosaurus's turn. Akalupu, you are up.
Alright. I'm gonna attack fools. Yeah, it's kind of like generally this guy, but kind of all of them.
Yep.
Is biting still the preferred method of attack? How is Junior's fighting style different from Akalupu?
That's a great question, Anna. Would you like to explain? Because it has changed quite a bit.
Yes. So he now uses weapons because he is now a different barbarian type.
Do you want to tell them what type?
I feel like they probably would know. Like, we've spent enough time together.
Yeah,
like,
there's no way you haven't shown off your party trick at some point.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, so unlike Akalupu, I am not a shark barbarian. I am actually a dragon barbarian. Specifically, an ice dragon barbarian.
And Akalupu Junior can use frost breath attacks.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Which makes Mano Inui very happy. Yeah, so that's it. And so because I'm a dragon now instead of an animal type, I can use weapons now. So my giant Mahalado, my like sword with sharp pieces of stuff all around the edge.
Yeah, and when she says giant, this thing is like 10 feet tall almost.
Yeah,
cool.
It's like anime boy sword levels.
Yeah, it's one of those where like it hangs on his back and the handle sticks well above his head.
Yeah.
What's that guy's name? Baby.
Cloud Strife?
Maybe.
Cloud?
Is that Cloud? Wait, there's the one that goes backslash
From Final Fantasy? Oh, are you talking about Super Smash Bros?
Yeah, Super Smash Bros.
Shulk?
The guy, Shulk. Yes, with that like giant sword.
Well,
yeah,
Shulk is based off of Cloud, not the other way around.
Well, I don't know who Cloud is. So, wow.
Alright,
Cloud is also in Smash Bros, I think.
Yeah, he is.
Probably. I just never played him. Never
So I got a
spammed
28 on my
right B.
Alright, that definitely hits.
alright, and then...
Alright, and real quick though, just to prioritize, do you actually want to hit him, at which point you'll be prioritizing normal Kokobiters, or do you want to hit this guy and prioritize Blowgunners?
Yeah, prioritizing blowgunners. Also, was it like a crit or anything?
What was it again?
28?
Sadly not.
Out of your mouth. Spit it out. Hadassah. Spit it out. Spit it out. Yucky.
Spit. I don't know what you got.
Put the other one in your mouth.
Spit. What did she
Yeah, both of those little rubber things.
Spit it out. Spit it out.
Yucky. Hadassah. Yucky. Spit it out.
But rubber tastes so yummy. It's just like bubblegum.
Hey. Stop.
It's okay. You're not in trouble. You had to spit it out. Got over it really quick.
Alright. It's a really bad roll. But so, what's this? Okay, I got a 16.
All right, so that will. Let me check to be sure how many hit points these guys have. All right, so that will kill this guy. And it is going to damage the other guy above you.
Can you turn rollies? Can you turn rollies down?
You want to go for that second swing?
Yes. All right, so this one I got 26.
That'll hit.
Wow, that was like even worse damage. How the heck did I get that? She showed me like what I actually rolled. I got 8 damage.
How did you get 8 damage?
Right? Like I have a 1d6 of like bleed and 5 slashing automatically plus what I roll. Like I don't know how I got 8.
Why is your Makwaddle only doing 1d12 damage? Shouldn't striking make it a 2d12?
I don't know.
Let's see what's on it.
Striking did give me a 2d10 on my crossbow.
Huh, your Makwaddle's all messed up. It doesn't have any of the attachments or modifications on it, as far as I can see. Let me open your character sheet and see if I can figure out what's going on with it.
Yeah, I wonder if it just like didn't save for some reason.
Yeah, that's like some level 1 character damage right there.
Right?
Yeah, that's what I was like, this seems... Like, the first one I was like, okay, I just rolled badly. And the second one I was like...
Oh yeah,
right.
Somehow you have your weapon potency and you have wounding, but you don't have striking for some reason. Alright, let me add that real quick. Alright, does it show as 2d12 now?
Refresh.
It does on my screen.
Yeah, it's loading. It's just taking forever.
No worries.
Alright, now it says 2d12.
Alright, so go ahead and re-roll that first damage. I went ahead and re-alived the guy you killed. I can't imagine you'll roll worse.
Right? Although you say that. Just roll the attack, just pulse it up. Alright, 27 damage.
That's a bit better. Alright, so that is gonna kill this blowgunner, this blowgunner, this normal cocoa biter, and his buddy next to him.
Nice. There we go.
Okay, that's good. That makes my turn a little better.
Yeah. Alright, so you still have 2 actions left.
Alright, so...
Yeah, so I would assume you're thinking about doing a sudden strike?
Yeah. So if I do that, would that count as going past those 2 guys to do bleed damage?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or if you wanted to, you could go like there and then there with your 50 feet of movement and be able to hit more people.
Yeah, I'll definitely do that.
Now, I don't know, because it depends on how much damage you do, how many of them you can take out, so don't expect to, like, wipe out the whole group in a single attack, but...
Oh, yeah. I think worth a try.
Yeah.
Alright. So then I move there, and then...
Nat 20.
And it's still going to be, like, my attack number 2 roll, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Good gravy.
You need to use the hero point you got for doing the recap?
Yeah, I'm thinking about it, because that's a real sad number. Like, yeah. Oh my gosh, how did it get worse? Well, I rolled 13 for damage. Or, not for damage, for attack.
Okay, yeah, so you miss. That's sad.
I got a little too excited running.
But hey, you're in position next round.
You know what? I'm going to use my second hero point.
All right, go for it.
Just use both of them. Because...
That seems worth it.
Right?
Yeah, because your attack bonus is +9, so you would have had to roll a 3 or a 4 if you got 13.
Yeah, right? Oh my gosh, how...
Do you need to clear your cache?
Baby, you should roll physical dice.
I know, I'm thinking about that.
They can't be worse.
I don't know.
I'll let you
rolled...
go ahead. Roll the physical dice. Let's see what you get.
All right. Could you hand me my dice?
Yeah, yes. Baby.
Thank you. Make a spot to roll. There we go. All right, so I rolled a 14 plus 9. That's 23.
Much better. Sadly, still not a crit.
But like, close and way better than the last time. I rolled a 1. I was like, there's no way I can roll worse than 13.
And then you did.
Alright, so damage.
So you are all out of hero points, but you're going to get some damage on the board.
Good gravy. 15 damage.
All right. So I would assume you want to prioritize the ones near you, not the ones you ran past.
Yeah.
All right.
Sure.
So that is going to kill this guy.
What was that? What are you saying?
And this guy.
No, you can't play with this. That's not me.
And that guy. So you got 3. All right.
That's not bad.
Yeah. All right. Yep, you are a go.
All right, and I just want to double check. How does the rough terrain affect my movement? I can't gallop, but
Yeah,
I can still
you
do
move
my
at
normal
half
move
speed.
speed.
You move at
Half
half speed through rough terrain, unless you have some feat or other way to bypass that.
Okay, so where could I go with one 40-foot move action here? Because so this would take up like 20 feet of movement, and then I could go another 20.
Yep.
Cool. Oops. And then that puts me 20 feet from you. So I'm going to cast a 2-action heal spell on Manawanui.
I think you need line of sight. Let me check though. And just the standard heal.
Yes.
Okay,
All it
let's
says
see.
in there is the
Heal.
spell has a range of 30. If you're healing a living creature, increase the hit points restored by 8. The number of actions you spend determines its target's range, area, and other parameters.
Yeah, so if you did the single action version that... No, wait. Okay, so let's see. So single action is a touch spell. 2 actions is the 30 feet single target. Yeah, no, I think I don't think you can do that through walls. Most
case,
targeted spells require you to have line of sight.
In that case, I will enter the tower.
All right. I think the door is closed, right? No. Bonamonui left it open and sent Reginald out. So the door is open. You're good to go.
So I will go in here, and I will instead cast... well, I guess I should wait and cast a bigger heal.
Yeah, that's probably
So I'll
best.
use my last action to close the... No, Burn Bright might
Did you
follow.
hear that noise?
I'm leaving that open.
That
I will
was how
prepare an action,
Yeah,
close the
the-
door if Cocoa Biter comes within a 50-foot radius.
All right, sounds good.
You need to close it where it's like better locked.
All right, so leaves Burn Bright. Let's see. What does Burn Bright want to do? Could take a couple more Cocoa Biters out, potentially.
Monomonui, you're looking in bad shape. I just walked into the tower and
Like 50 arrows.
yeah,
Yeah,
looking like a pin voodoo doll.
Cushion.
Like literally like pincushion meets voodoo doll. Not a good look.
and one of those acupuncture dummies.
Oh, you should have seen. You should have seen how it looks. No. I've seen worse. There we go. That's what I'm looking for.
All right, so I think Burn Bright is gonna take... No, he has to spend 1 action to reload. And then... How far is he from the tower? Can almost get there. Or no, he's got the same thing where that's like 20 feet. Yeah, so he's just gonna come join you guys in the tower, I think. So 1 action to reload his crossbow, another 1 to join you guys in the tower. And Gur is going to... How far can he get? Let's see. I think what is Gur's speed? Assume 25. Yeah, 25. All right. So he is probably just going to have Gur join as well. To there.
Oh,
And then there. And that's as far as he can get. All right. So that is Burn Bright's turn. Anawanui, you're up.
Already. How many points was I healed? I'm sorry.
0. You have not been
Oh.
healed yet.
Monday.
But you did transfer, I think,
did.
Shocking Grasp over to Reginald.
Vampiric touch, but yeah.
Vampiric Touch.
Have we ascertained how many hit points the Cocoa Biters have?
I think the weakest ones have like 3 to 5, but the stronger ones, like the captain has a bunch. I think the blowgunners have something more like 10.
All right, well, that's not information I'm going to share with you, but Jason is incredibly accurate.
I was asking my comrades. On average, how many times do you have to beat them in the skull before they die?
Depends on who's hitting them and with what. If Akalupu's hitting one of them, once.
Let's see. Reginald is about 100 feet. Where's the captain? The
Captain is right here.
Okay. And I can't give some of my actions to Reginald, can I?
Nope. He has
Right.
two
So I have
actions.
3 actions, and he has 2 actions. Is that correct?
Correct.
Alright. So, for one of my actions, let's see. I have good line of sight to anybody through this. There would be this angle between here and here. Can you see the?
Yeah, I can see your line. No, there's no one you have line of sight on. Even that guy over here.
That guy?
He's behind the. I don't know why he suddenly moved. This guy over here is behind the fortification, so you can't see him to hit him.
Cool beans. Hey, can I help you?
Now, if you want to, step out of the tower and, take a few more blowguards to the face, you could get line of sight then.
Yeah, I would if I could afford to take a few more darts to the face. I might, but I don't think so.
Oh, and before Burn Bright went into the tower, we'll say that he yelled over at Junior and was like, "Dude, let's get back to the tower and regroup and make sure Manawanui's okay, and then we'll come back at him again."
So you said I doing a healing check. That'd be a 10-minute thing, right?
Yeah, it takes 15 minutes or something for the one that actually would restore hit points.
Yeah, I guess I'm gonna start.
Let's see, treat wounds. Yep, you spend 10 minutes.
What would that be? That'd be just
to do what?
medicine. If I just want to start doing that.
Do you want to take 10 minutes, which is going to be how many rounds is that of combat?
Too many rounds. I'm here to heal you. That's not your job.
I'm going to sit on my hands and do nothing, I suppose. And then I'm going to have Reginald. Oh!
I think it's 100 rounds of combat because it's 6 seconds per round, so 10 rounds per minute.
So I'm just going to sit here, but very deliberately. And then I'm going to have. I am going to have Reginald. Good old Reginald. I'm gonna fly to there. Alright.
Okay.
I don't know whose turn it is after mine.
Alright, so that's it for your turn?
Yes. I'm going to. Mono is going to sit here.
You
And
could, if you
Reginald's
want, do
gonna fly
a
there.
prepared action. And be like, if I see somebody.
Okay. If I see somebody approach my line of sight, I'm going to cast lightning
Ray
bolt.
of Frost.
I don't think Ray of Frost has a long enough. It does, but we'll do lightning bolt.
So this guy is going to come over here toward the dinosaur, but then he's definitely going to see you guys, including Reginald, and realizes what's up and starts shouting in gibberish back at, well, it's not really gibberish, in Cocobiter, back at the rest of the group, that that their prisoners are escaping. And then
Are they escaping, or are they getting back into the prison?
So he is going to take a shot at Reginald.
I have a quick question. Is he shooting Reginald because he's seen it with Monterey, or is he just shooting it because it's like a bird flying in the sky?
I assume that they've realized that the only bright white raven they've ever seen is with the witch.
Okay. Just questioning their motives. I'm not gonna let you in there, cutie. I'm sorry.
Alright, so he's got a couple actions left. 27, that's gonna hit. And a 9, that is gonna miss. For 15 points of damage.
I mean, that's okay. Reginald has literally more health than Ottawa Nui.
Well, you have to remember you also have stamina points.
Yeah.
Reginald only has hit points. Now, does that trigger your passive where you have to take damage for your familiar?
Let me look. Trying to find where that actually is.
Yeah, I know you had it unless you removed it.
I don't think so. Because it's a feat, right?
It's something you got. I think it was a feat, but it's something you
It
got.
was like one of the first feats I got. I didn't. That one should like change when I changed classes, right?
Well, you didn't have well, I guess you sort of had a familiar before, but it was like mostly just there for like looks. It didn't actually do anything at that point.
I always thought it was under familiar.
So is Manawa Nui gonna die from the Raven getting shot?
That's what we're trying to figure out. But it seems like Abe may have changed that without telling me.
I don't think so.
Not intentionally.
Because that's something that was like imposed on you by Topple.
Was it?
Yeah.
Where do you even see that in the feat list? 'Cause I'm looking in the feats.
Yeah, you got rid of it.
Well,
It's one of your familiar abilities. What did you put in here instead?
Where would that be under? Would that be under Witch or my class? Or
Under Witch, and then there's Master abilities. And you must have gone through and like changed it for one of these others. Probably Innate Surge, because that's the one I don't recognize from when we put together the character.
Innate Surge. Oh, I think I know what happened. This is when I had upgraded myself to level 6 instead. And I'd added an extra one, and I was like, oh crap, I gotta get rid of one. And I think I got rid of that one.
Alright, we'll get rid of Innate Surge and put back in Lifelink.
Okay, well, it's only if it gets down to 0.
Yep, so you are safe. It's only if that would have killed him, which thankfully it didn't. But yeah, you should have Lifelink. That's one of the things that, like, when you first became a witch, that's one of the things that, like, was in there because Topple kind of, like, communes with you through your familiar, so he put that on you. Mostly, I also thought it would be fun because you have to actually be careful with your familiar, because if they would get killed, you take damage. All right, so you're good. You do not die, thankfully. Yet. All right, so that is the end of that round. So next up, we have the blowgunners again. How far are they from Reginald? I mean, part of me does want to keep hitting Reginald just to kill you again because it's funny. All right, so at this point, the camp is pretty well fully alerted. This guy does not have line of sight on Akalubu because of the wall. The one that's close to you does. This guy's going to move over here so he has line of sight. That guy already does. That's 3 that have line of sight. This guy's going to move down here, so that's 4. This guy's going to climb up on the wall, as will this guy. So that's 3 that can hit Gur. Can any of them see through into the tower to shoot Mono Anui? I guess there was the guy that you were trying to shoot. Maybe he goes up on the wall instead of going for Akalupu. There we go. That guy can shoot Mono Anui now.
As a quick question, would he enter my line of sight at that point?
Yes.
Okay. So that would trigger my prepared action.
Which was?
To shoot a thunderbolt, a lightning bolt.
What's the range? What's the range on lightning bolt? Is that 120 feet?
I believe so.
All right. Let's see if you have the range for that. You do. All right. Go for it.
All right.
So he gets a reflex save, I assume.
Creature, I think so. Let me see. Yeah, reflex save.
All right. What's the DC?
21.
All right. He gets exactly 21. So is that what, half damage?
I see. Half damage, yeah.
All right. Roll for damage.
I take 14 points.
All right. Luckily for you, he's not that tough. So you, he pops out, aiming his blowgun directly at your face. Actually, can you prepare? What happens to a prepared action between rounds? I'm going to assume it still works, like until your turn. That's what makes the most sense to me. So yeah, pointing his blowgun directly at your face, and having flashbacks to all the other times you've been shot. You let loose an enormous lightning bolt that would that hit Ip? Probably not, but yeah, that wouldn't hit Ip. All right, you're good. Which just flashes across the sky, letting out a peal of lightning. And as you, your eyes, as the streaks imprinted on your eyes from the bright light fade, you see a dancing skeletal Kokobiter jerking around wildly for a few seconds before collapsing into a smoking heap as his eyes explode out of his skull.
Nice.
All right. Junior is somehow very hungry and he's not sure why. All right, so that is one less threat to worry about. Most of these guys are just gonna, now that the cry has gone out, are gonna prepare up on the walls. This guy's gonna come over here. All right, sweet. So that's all the movement taken care of. So that's 3 that can shoot Akalupu. Actually, one of them's going to shoot Gur instead. So 2 that can shoot Akalupu. 3 that can hit Gur. I think that is it. All right. So let's get the attacks out. First up, Akalupu. 17 is gonna miss. 26 will hit. And a 27 will hit. So that's 2 hits on Akalupu for a total of 18 damage. And then Gur. A miss. A miss, and oof, I think that's a crit. Yeah, that's a crit. Ouch.
Ooh.
All right, Gur is going to take 16 points of damage. So Gur is just going to look up and be like, "Don't worry, everyone. I'm not alive, so I can't die." All right, so that is the Cocoviders, or the Blowgunners. All right, this is where you need to be worried, Mano Anui. Chieftain is gonna step up here, and what's his range? Yeah, he has plenty of range to hit Reginald. All right. 15. I believe that misses. Yep. And 15. All right. You get lucky. 2 arrows go swishing past Reginald, ruffling his feathers slightly, but otherwise he seems fine. It's his turn. Now we have the random mooks. Let's see. This guy is going to try to take a shot at Akalupu. Most of the others, I think, are far enough away that they're hoping that their inaction will go unnoticed and unpunished. Yeah, most of them are just going to cower because no one is immediately in the vicinity to force them into action. So, let's get a hit onto Akalupu. First is going to miss. Second one is a 27 that will hit for 3 points of damage. And that is them. All right, and the Stegosaurus is still in flee mode, so he's gonna go down there. That is, oh wait, he has 3 actions because he didn't attack this round. There we go. So that is his turn. Akalupu, you are up.
Okie dokie.
If you want to hit the these two here as you retreat toward the tower, you can do that.
Yeah. I do. Let's see, it'll take me.
And it is rough terrain where the berm is. So with a 25-foot move speed, you can go 10 feet because it's rounded down. So it's going to take you 2 actions to get there, and then you can go, yeah, to there. Yeah, you can get there with all 3 actions.
Okay, I'll do that.
All right, and if you want to do an attack roll for your little swipe as you go by.
Drive by.
Or no, that would require an action if you want to do that. So, or I guess that's fine, because technically you could do the sudden strike to go
Double.
here, and then one action to go there. Yeah, so you still have the action economy thanks to sudden strike to do that.
Cool. Alright, I'm gonna roll my physical dice. They betrayed me. 16.
16?
Yeah.
That is a miss, unfortunately.
Yeah.
All right, so finally, now you're going to get some healing. Manawanui is up.
Yeah, I guess I have to decide, do I want to do an emanation and heal Gur also, or just heal Manawanui more? Probably heal Manawanui more.
Yeah, because Burn Bright can repair Gur.
Yeah, so let's do a 2-action heal on Manawanui, which will be a 1d10 plus 8 healing. I have a physical d10 now. Ha ha ha.
Nice.
I'm gonna use a hero point on that. Okay, so I got an 8 plus 8 is 16 healing.
Nice. That will put Manawanui almost to full health, though not full stamina. And then you still have one action left.
Yeah, so I want to cast guidance on, I guess, what is the range on? Let's cast guidance on far Manawanui to give you a +1.
Nice.
+1 to 1 attack roll, perception check, saving throw, or skill check.
Nice. All right, and that is it for your turn. So next up is Burn Bright. So we're gonna have Gur come the rest of the way in. And then Burn Bright is going to do a haphazard repair. I believe that's one action. Yes, one action. Let's see, what do I have to do for unstable? Attempt a DC 17 flat check immediately after applying its effects on a failure. The innovation malfunctions. Sparks and it becomes incapable of being used for further unstable actions on a critical failure. You can take 10 minutes instead, which he's not going to do because we don't have the time. Or honestly, we probably do if we can get everyone into the tower. So instead of repairing Gur immediately, Burn Bright is going to look at climbing up the tower. So it's going to be a set of stairs, then over to the other one, and then up the second set of stairs, and then over the other one, and then up the third set of stairs. So he can't quite get all the way to the top of the tower. But he will be on the third floor up here. And Gur is going to stare with his dead, glassy eyes directly at Hip and say nothing. All right, Mono Inui, did you give yourself those hit points?
Yeah. So Manuel is going to close the door.
With Akalupu outside?
We can open the door.
Not from the outside.
Well, should have thought about that, son. No, I'm just kidding. Mono Inui is going to move up to the middle floor where there's no windows. And then Reginald's going to fly in through the top of the tower and to safety.
All right. That is your turn. Next up is the commando, so he's gonna try to rush the door. So let's see how far I can get. So that's the rough terrain. And then he can get to there. And to there. Alright, so he is going to move to there. And that is it for his turn. Alright, next round.
Hadassah?
So let's see. This guy is going to move up here. Alright, this may hurt a bit, Kalupu. There are a large number of blowgunners that can see you now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright, 7 blowgunners. They're gonna take some shots. Alright, that is a miss. That is a miss. That is a miss. Alright, so we got 1 hit. 2 hits. Another miss. 3 hits. Another miss. 4 hits. Alright, and there's 2 more actions left. That's another miss. And another hit. Alright, so 5 hits. No crits, thankfully. Alright, so that is 20 damage so far, and then 1 more hit for another 10. Alright, so a total of 30 damage coming in on Akalupu. And that is all the blowgunners. Next up is the chieftain. He is also gonna book it for the door. Next up is the random mooks. Can this guy even get to you? Yes, but he'll have no actions left. Oh, he's gonna do it anyway. Then these guys are also gonna see how far they can get. right, so you can get to there and to here. These guys are also gonna book it. That's all of them that really want to do anything. All right, and then Stegosaurus is going to exit stage left.
We'll do it.
All right, so the Stegosaurus is no longer in the picture. Akalupu, you're up.
Alright. Akalupu is going to smack that guy and run in the tower.
All right. Go and roll to hit.
Uh, 20.
That'll hit. And you definitely do enough damage. He's dead.
20 damage.
Yeah, so you just like, he comes up running up behind you like he's gonna do anything, and you like take your Mahuatl, heft it onto your back so that you can, you know, run unencumbered, and accidentally crush him. You look behind you, chuckle, and then just book it.
Yes. And then I meant to have this. Oop.
All right. So, Ip, now might be a good time to spend an action closing and locking the door.
Yes, sounds good. Let's close the door. And yeah, I will. I guess I wait, cast spells. We're kind of safe for the time. Junior, do you need some healing? No, you're still in your stamina.
Yeah.
Do you guys want to exit combat now? Or do you still want to take combat actions?
Yeah, how many move actions does it take to get to the top of the tower?
It took Burn Bright all 3 actions just to get to the 3rd floor, and he's still not on the roof.
Oof. Yeah, I think maybe we should exit combat and reevaluate our strategy.
All right, so we are.
Because I feel like mission has been accomplished. We're all together in the tower now.
And no one's dead.
And no one's dead,
Really?
and a lot of the Cocoa Biters are dead.
Yeah.
All right, so you slam the door. A bunch of these guys come running up, and you hear the sound of like someone thumping onto the door. But then Manawanui's words activate, and you hear a rushing sound of frost as these guys are turned into frozen statues.
Horse. Good job, Manawanui.
And
Good
so
job.
the chieftain, everyone else is going to back away after seeing that, of course. Not that they didn't know that. Those two were just too stupid to remember that that happened before when they tried to attack the tower directly. And you guys hear from outside shouting, especially anyone who's up on the 3rd floor where the windows are. You hear the high-pitched voice of the chieftain shouting, "Give house! We not leave! You never beat us! You trapped again! Ha ha ha!" We not stop until you dead or house ours.
Hey, you gotta give him. He is at least a very positive fellow.
And then he's gonna scuttle off before anyone starts shooting at him.
It mutters to himself, "May the divine see just to give everyone what he deserves."
No.
And, all right, so feel free to start figuring out what you're gonna do now that you are back in the safety of the tower. The remaining Kokobiter forces are going to redistribute themselves across the fortifications.
No.
In the meantime,
Ip is gonna go ahead and cast guidance on everybody, give everyone a +1 to whatever they're trying to do. And then he's specifically gonna put a forbidding ward in secret on Manawanui and the captain. I wonder if I have to be able to see the captain for that.
The captain is in the captain of the Cocoa
The
Biters?
chieftain, yeah, the main dude. I ward an ally against the attacks and hostile spells from the target enemy. Gains a +1 status bonus to AC and saving throws against attack spells and other effects from that enemy.
Yeah.
Nice.
So just handing out +1s to everybody as I climb the stairs slowly, muttering my spells to myself.
Nice.
all right. So where I assume you're planning to group up together. So are you doing that on the 3rd floor?
So Ip's gonna head all the way to the roof and kind of give people their guidance spell as he passes them or reaches them, one or the other.
All right. Well, Burn Bright was headed to the roof as well, so he'll be up there. One thing you do notice as you're looking from the roof is that in addition to rearranging their forces, they are also dragging their dead over here into a mass grave.
Nice.
Just a few over there.
We can't have the dead people intermixing with the live people. Just not natural.
Exactly.
Are Cocoa Biters cannibals? Are they gonna make a big roast out of this later?
Maybe.
Luau!
Yeah, you don't know. Rah! Mano Nui, no wonder we didn't see you for like ages. You've been like trapped here by Cocoa Biters this whole time?
It's been super boring.
Yes, Manawanui, it has been super boring. Maybe for the small brain.
Mhm.
Some of us. Are nice.
Can I help you? Hi, can I have my hands? No. Yeah, he did.
All right, and I'm going to assume that everyone is planning to take a 15-minute rest, so go ahead and restore all of your stamina points.
Whoop whoop.
And Burn Bright is gonna go ahead and fix up Gur, so he's back to full.
Manawanui is going to begin the 101 rounds of combat time it takes to heal.
I think it's 1,000 rounds, or no. How much was it? It was 10 minutes. There's 10 rounds of combat per minute because each round is 6 seconds. So 10 minutes, yeah, that'd be like 100 rounds
Yeah. No,
All right, go ahead and roll a medicine check for me then.
Physical dice. Oh, just.
Does Mono Anui have the best medicine check of the group?
I don't know.
Because you only get one chance at trying to restore hit points this way. Burn Bright is a
Medicine is
+7.
plus 11.
Oh, well, why don't you tend to or Mono Anui?
Sounds good. 24.
Nice.
All right.
We're very, very desperate because he has a +0.
If Mono Anui is like dead.
Hey. And to be fair, that is what happened when Akalupu stabilized Mono Anui. Gentle.
All right, so you are going to regain 5 hit points.
Good.
Or no. You're going to restore 2d8 hit points. So Jason, go ahead and roll 2d8.
Oakley dokley. Oh. Well, my first roll was a 4, so that's enough to heal him to full, and then I also got a 5.
All right, so you feel nice and pampered now, Mono Anui.
Nice.
You wanna roll on Reginald as well, Ip?
Yeah. Should I re-roll the medicine check?
Yeah.
Go destroy.
Oof. Crit fail.
Yikes. All right. Roll 1d8.
1d8. I got a 2.
All right. Reginald
Yikes.
takes 2 points of damage.
That was a rough. Sorry about that. I was distracted from casting all of my guidance spells.
You're like, I'm a person doctor, not a bird doctor.
Yeah, also I'm more of a divine spell healer than a medicinal, doctor. This is kind of, I'm still in practice.
Yeah, fair enough. Oh man, that was intense. We killed like so many of them, but there's like a ton left still.
Yeah, but see how they've distributed themselves around the border to surround us? Their forces are very thin. We should be able to pick them off pretty easily from here.
Yeah. So like, what's the plan? Are we just gonna snipe them from up here, or are we gonna like sally out again?
Target practice, baby.
Right, now they do have partial cover, despite your elevated position, because they specifically built those defenses, to protect from being ray of frosted from the windows constantly.
Yeah, I think maybe we use Junior as bait. Lure them out of their cover, and then we rain hell upon them.
Why would they come out and not just shoot Junior full of pins?
Because Junior's gonna be running headstrong at them, ready to freeze their asses.
You think that'll work?
Hey, just make sure you shoot. Just make sure you shoot the blowgunners first. Because there's like what? How many left?
A lot.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Yeah,
It's
a
only
lot.
12.
Only 12.
Right, but if we target the weakest point in their lines over to the west, and
Thomas,
then
do I have to do a full night's rest for my pink rhomboid to reset?
I believe so.
and also I can cast a shield other spell on Junior, which would allow me to take half the damage that you take to your hit points.
Nice.
Oh, but I have to stay within 30. That doesn't work very well.
I mean, Akalupu's still got like a pretty good amount. He just doesn't have his like extra 30 hit points that he gets from his stone.
I can use Sanctuary on you, which means anyone that tries to attack you until you attack them for the first time will have to attempt a will save. So that's pretty good. So that you can get to them without getting hit.
That's smart. How long does that last?
It lasts 1 minute.
Oh, nice. That's like forever. 10 rounds of combat.
Lasts 1 minute or until my target, Junior, uses a hostile action.
No, it could make you tiny, and then you can also be big and like, aha, I'm gonna kill you. Because it only lasts, let's see, 5 minutes? So as long as you can get to their lions within 5 minutes, you know, and then you'll be big at the end, and you can just take them out.
5 minutes is a long time.
You can be tiny.
5 minutes is a long time to be tiny.
Yeah, but you also have tiny legs, so you need the time to get across the field.
Akalupu does not like that idea.
I feel like the bull rush is more in Akalupu's wheelhouse.
Yeah.
How much health does Akalupu have?
45 stamina points, 43 hit points.
100, that's ridiculous. Or we could wait till tomorrow morning. Some of us would be a lot more useful.
Yeah, I think we should wait until tomorrow morning, and then I think I should just load up Junior with a bunch of buffs, and he should honestly bum rush the chieftain. He should take out the head of the snake. Because then all my buffs are going to wear out, and then it's going to be kind of awkward.
It's gonna be awkward.
I don't know, what do we think about that?
I like this plan.
I agree to wait. I think we should wait.
Wait till morning and then do a targeted strike at the chieftain?
Aye.
I like this plan. Let's do it.
All right, so y'all are settling in for the night.
Yes.
All right, so what do sleeping arrangements look like with extra guests in the tower?
Well, Monarnui obviously sleeps in a room.
And no one is allowed in. There's a big sign on the door.
Hey, you can sleep on the creepy book if that makes
There's a
you
big
feel
sign
better.
on the door that says "No stinky boys."
Sleep boy. Akalupu will take his usual under the staircase. And then what do we want on the second floor? I feel like we have like an eating area. Let's do that.
Yeah, Burn Bright probably just set up a tent on the top floor of the tower.
So you can have an entire floor to yourself. Yep. Boy Pip.
Or you could join Burn Bright. I mean, the tent was for two anyway.
I'll sleep inside.
All right. Burn Bright is going to walk into Manawanui's room.
Open the door into under the stairs.
And he'd be sitting on the roof. That's what he's saying, right?
So he was on the roof. He's come down and is now in your room.
Can I help you?
Yeah, I was kind of like hungry. Do you guys like have snacks or something?
We have some snacks down. Not actually. Would we have like we probably have the technology to have a cellar. Yeah, there's a cellar. Well, we're kind of low on rations at the moment.
Not really. I thought they were like fine. It's just your like weird like
Ingredients.
ingredients.
We're low on tasty rations. But Akaluku can show you into the cellar where we keep our foodstuffs.
Alright, so he's gonna go down. He's gonna be like, hey, Akalupu. Or I guess he calls you Junior, probably. Hey, Junior. I was looking for some
Hey.
snacks. Manawanui said that, like, you know where the food is?
Do I ever? Also, I know where the good stuff is. Hide it. Because Manawanui would never tell you this, but she's a little bit of a pig. She tends to do a lot of late night snacking, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I can definitely see that.
So Akalupu is going to show him down into the cellar, and then in the cellar, there's like a giant boulder, and he like rolls the boulder out of the way. And behind the giant boulder, there's like another little alcove, and in the alcove is like
The
good
meats.
stuff. The meat.
That is something he inherited from his father.
Bro, jackpot!
Oh yeah.
Hey, you want to grab some of these and we can, like, you know, take first watch up on the top of the tower together?
Hey, that sounds good. What did you
Alright, so you'll grab some snacks, head up to the top of the tower. Bro.
Akalupu's also gonna bring like stuff because he's got like kind of like a little burn pit up there in one corner, so he can have like a little roasting spot. So he's bringing some like stuff to basically purposefully antagonize the Cocoa Biters.
Bro, this is so good. What do you season this with?
Well, it's a secret recipe that I actually got from my dad.
Is it the blue barbecue sauce that you guys stole from Loki?
It is.
He's like, he figured out how to recreate the taste without the random unintended magical side effects.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
So the smell of barbecued meats is slowly wafting its way down the tower. I don't know if that wakes anyone up. Let's get a perception check from Akalupu and Burn Bright.
Oh, good.
$26.
All right. So you notice some movement up to the north. Like more than you would expect given the number of Cocoa Biters that you'd already taken out. But nothing other than that of note. All right, who's taking second watch?
Mono Anui will.
That's all I could see with a 26.
It's not like
Damn.
Mono Anui is sleeping at that point.
All right. So go ahead.
Akalupu actually before people like kind of settle down for the watches, as they're like eating their meats, Akalupu's like, "Hey, Burn Bright, look what I still got one of," and he produces the one potion of fire that he did not throw.
Dude, that is so fun. I like really, you know, one of these days I want to learn alchemy so that I can like, you know, make cool stuff like that.
Right? It's like the best. Do you think we should throw it at the Cocoa Biters?
I don't see why not. Make sure that like they don't get a night's rest before we like, you know, murder them in the morning.
Right. See. Akalupu is going to. He's going to kind of pick randomly which direction he wants to throw it. Alright, so he throws it at 11 o'clock. So that's like the northwest.
Yeah,
Kind
so
of
basically like over where like the chieftain is over here.
Yeah.
All right, let's get an attack roll.
Let's see. I played those earlier, right?
It's going to be the same as your javelins.
Oh, that's right. All right, 19.
All right, and are you aiming directly for the chieftain?
Probably. That seems fair. Hadassah.
All right, so that is a miss. Go ahead and roll the 1d8 to see which direction it veers off in.
Okay. Sorry, I was diving to take care of my child, and my earbud came out. Okay, so 1d8. All right, 1.
All right, so that is going to be down. So it is going to land here. There we go. Unfortunately, it will miss the chieftain.
Oh. But that's okay. I'm sure it gives them all a nice little heart attack.
Yeah, you hear a squeak of surprise.
I wish Mother Renewed trusted me with more of these.
Yeah, bro. Why is she like such a hard ass with you all the time?
How should I know? I think she thinks it's to make me stronger or something.
Dude, if you were like any stronger, I don't even think you'd be like human anymore. You'd be like some kind of freaking monster.
Right? So shy.
Yeah, I don't know. I think she's just like that.
From what I've heard from everybody else, it seems like she's kind of always been like this. Although apparently she has a wild side.
Dude, I could totally see that. Like, I don't know, she keeps herself pretty private and doesn't like do much like around people, but I've definitely seen her like sneaking off at night doing like who knows what out there.
Alright.
Alright, so time passes. Mono Wanui, you're up on second watch. Are you taking the all of the remaining watches?
Yeah. As per historically.
Yeah, or no, I think it's 4 watches because everyone takes a 2-hour watch. So we will need one other person if you want to get your 4 hours and actually have a full night's rest.
Well then, not only will take the last 3 watches, or
The last 2 watches?
2 watches, yeah. The last 2 watches, so...
Alright, so that leaves Ip for second watch. So after a couple hours of sleep, Akalupu comes down and wakes you up for your watch, Ip.
Let's do this.
Sweet. All right.
Got my
Here's-
spell book. Just looking up what spells I'm gonna prepare while I'm keeping watch.
Alrighty. So let's get a perception check from you.
Oakley dokley. That is a 27.
All right. You definitely see activity going on in camp. It's hard to see from here. They've actually put out their campfires, so it's quite dark. But you can see movement of a pretty decent number of these cocoa biters doing something suspicious.
I'm gonna cast light on a crossbow bolt and shoot it over where I see the movement.
All right, so you do that, and you see. How do I get to that layer again? Nope. That's not it. That's not it either. Or that. Where did they move layers to? Is it up here? Oh, that's where they moved layers to. Okay, that's cool.
Oh wait, I don't need to cast light. I can just look through my dark vision scope.
Indeed you can, but I didn't want to tell you how to play your character.
Yeah, let's actually take that back because I don't want them to know I'm on.
All right, so you go ahead and start looking through your dark vision scope, and you see over here a group of them massing up, and they seem to be carrying large sticks, somewhere between logs and sticks. And looking around, you're pretty sure that there are somehow more of them than there were when you ran into the tower.
Man, that doesn't bode well. I'm gonna go ahead and wake up Manawanui early and ask if the wards are gonna take care of this or if we should maybe rally the troops. Hey, Manawanui.
What? Huh?
There's some activity going on out there. I'm not sure if the wards are going to be able to handle this many reinforcements.
Let me see what you're talking about. She's gonna go up onto the ring fence at 25th.
And you can't see.
Yeah, look through.
Dark vision.
Yeah,
You have dim light,
elf vision.
right? I don't think you have dark vision.
Well, let me see.
Well, take a look through my scope.
Sure. Okay. Either way, she's gonna look through her scope. I'm not sure. What do I see exactly going on?
So you see the same thing that Ip saw. So you see a large group of cocoa biters right there that have massed together, and they are carrying hefty sticks, and a few of them have like stones as well.
Can I take a perception check to see if I can discern what they're doing?
Sure, go for it.
Alright, I'm also going to use Ageless Patience to add a +2 to that.
I'll cast guidance on you, give you +1.
Oh, baby! It's okay. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, and you have low light vision, not dark vision.
Okay.
So you can see in dim light as if it were normal light.
Alright, so plus 10, plus 2, plus 1, 31.
All right. They seem to be making makeshift battering rams out of logs and stones.
Oh. I probably don't have any wards. Do I have any wards for, like, I don't know, strengthening the integral structure of the building?
Nope. What you have is basically if someone who you designate as an enemy actually physically touches the tower, it will try to freeze them. But if, say, theoretically someone were to just hit it with a stick, it would freeze the stick, but the stick doesn't care about being frozen.
Oh, that's really bad. No, I do not actually have a ward against that. Although if I'm not mistaken, I think you and your brother set up your repeating crossbows at this corner. Should be able to shoot them as they come down, and then Akalupu and I try and thin them out a little further. Why don't you go wake up the rest?
All
I'm gonna
right.
keep an eye out. Actually, you have the crossbow. You stay up here. Get set up in that corner, and I'll go wake everyone else up.
So as
I'll
you
keep
say
watch.
that, you hear a high-pitched war cry, and they are going to come a running.
Alright.
So
Oh, so does that mean I jumped the gun on my full night's rest for my spell?
yes, you have not had a full night's rest.
I won't cast the spells that I recharged.
Sounds fair. All right. So is anyone using anything other than perception? Sweet. All right. So you're gonna start this up. So Ip, you are first.
All right. And it doesn't look like the chieftain is in the group.
No, he's not.
No.
Where is Junior at the moment?
Junior will be on the second floor under the stairs where he sleeps. Now, Burn Bright is in a tent on the roof, conveniently enough.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. Oh, shoot, and I waited. I didn't cast my spells yet because I was gonna, like, spell dump on Junior in the morning, and this spell takes 10 minutes to cast. God. Okay. Alright, so Manawanui is still on the roof too, or has she been able to descend for the war cry?
No, Manawanui is still on the roof.
Okay, so I'll do a quick guidance on both Burn Bright and Manawanui, re-up their +1s. That's 2 actions. And then I'm gonna take 1 action to prepare an action, fire a shot at anyone that, crests this ridge here.
All right. Are you going to spend an action to move over to where you actually have line of sight on them?
Oh, I figured I was, because that's where we were role playing.
Okay. You just needed to move your character. So what are you doing again?
So I used 2 actions, 1 each to cast guidance on Burn Bright and Manawanui, so they each get a +1 on their next roll.
All right. Are you going to wake up Burn Bright?
Nope.
Fair enough.
He just gets the guidance of the divine.
All right. He feels very guided in his sleep.
Like, I feel.
I'm hoping that the war cry wakes him up, so I guess I should use my last action to wake him up instead of ready action. I'll do that.
Okay, because he would get a like a perception check to see if it wakes him up on his turn, but you can guarantee it if you spend that action.
Yeah, let's spend it. Let's wake this man up.
All right. That is your turn. Chieftain is gonna see you up there on the tower, and he's gonna take some shots at you. So, I think that's a hit. 35?
Yeah, that's a crit.
Yeah, that's
Whoa,
what I was
what does
afraid
cover
of.
give me?
True, because you do have partial cover from each other. Partial cover gives you a +2.
Still a crit.
All right, and a 25. It's a hit.
That's a hit.
All right. Ooh, ouch. So you're going to take 38 points of damage.
Youch.
I hope you have a good constitution.
Yeah, so that's gonna hurt. Alright, so that is his turn. Akalupu, let's get a perception check, see if you wake up.
Okie dokie. Nope, I got a 10.
Yeah, no, you're sawing logs.
Yep, Akalupu was deep in that meat sleep.
Right. Actually, Jason, give yourself your health back. I think I rolled the wrong... Yeah, let me... Yeah, let me roll damage from this. Should be significantly less. Yeah, okay, so you actually should have taken 18 points of damage.
Okie doke.
Alright, so... this guy does not have line of sight to anyone, so he's going to just prepare an action. Alright, Burn Bright is awakened, so he's going to take an action to wake up and get all his stuff. It's going to join you over here, so that's 2 actions, so he has 1 action left. So he's going to spend that setting up his tower shield where both of you can benefit from its cover. So you guys now have advanced cover. And he is ready to go next round. And I don't think there's anything for Gur to do.
Mama's feather puppies. Not Dobby.
Actually, he's going to have Gur come over here. And he's like, and he says, Gur, things might get pretty bad here. We might need you to, that's not his voice. Gur, things are like getting pretty bad here. We might need you to like make the ultimate sacrifice.
Oh, jeez.
Gur likes sacrifices. Will I get to paint with their life paint? Yes, Gur, lots of life paint. All right, next up is the blowgunners. So thankfully you have much better cover from them now thanks to Burn Bright's
Let's go.
tower
Glad I woke
shield.
him up.
So it's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 have line of sight on you. So we're gonna do 3 on Burn Bright, 2 on Ip. So let's get these shots. 32 is gonna hit, 26 is gonna hit, and 11 will miss for 11 points of damage on Burn Bright. Or actually, what's his AC? Oh, never mind. With the tower shield included, all of those missed Burn Bright. So several blow darts go like slamming into the front of the... and these aren't like little blow darts that are made for poison. These are like thick, like wooden dowels that are made to really hurt. So
really long from those tiny bodies.
exactly. They got a set of pipes on them. But yeah, so all of those are going to just slam into the front of the tower shield entirely harmlessly. And then we're going to get 2 shots on to Ip. A 32, even with the tower shield, that's going to hit. But it is not a crit with the... Where's that a crit?
Really, we'll get a toy.
No, that's not a crit. All right, not a crit. And then a miss. So that is going to be 7 points of damage as one of them does manage to find a crack to shoot through and hit Ip. That is their turn. And then these guys... You can see, and this is where the war cry came from. You can see that they've paired off into groups of 4, each of which is holding a battering ram made with a large stick with a rock on the end, and they are going to triple move. So let's see. Luckily, they have to cross this rough terrain, so they're not going to make it as far, but they're going to get to here. There. No. There. All right. So that is their turn. Mono Anui, I assume you are going to book it down to the 2nd floor to awaken Junior.
I had a question about that. Can I use message to wake him up?
Does it have to be a willing target?
Your mouth wordlessly, but your mouth words wordlessly, but instead of coming out of your mouth, they're transferred directly to the ears of the target. While others can't hear your words any better than normal, I don't see anything about...
Yeah, range 120 feet. Yeah, that'll work.
Okay, so I'm going to use message to wake up Akalupu. Well, here's the question. Where do we want him to come? Do we want him to come to the roof? Maybe. I mean, he did that pretty cool, like, huh? Oh, that's a good point. Alright, she can say, Mono Inui, powers under attack. You can just come to the roof and grab as many fire potions as you can. As many as you can.
All right, let's get a perception check. Should be a pretty easy one, though. See if that wakes Akalupu up.
I hope so. I really... It just happens so often. He's like, snooze.
Yeah, I think the you mentioned of fire potions.
You're muted, by the way, Anna.
Oh, I said I got a 27.
All right, yeah, that got your attention.
The mention of fire potions. Yeah. Okay, so is it Akalupu's turn?
No, because you were asleep during your turn. All right, you have 2 actions left, Mono Inui.
All right. And that leaves me with one action left, right?
I think that you just used message, right? That's all you've done?
Yeah.
Message is
just
a
one
single action, so you have 2 actions left.
Hey! That's cool. I just noticed that the little diamonds next to them indicate how many actions they take.
Indeed.
That is super cool. Okay. So with my remaining 2 actions, quick question. I don't have line of sight to these ones, right? The tower's kind of in the way.
Yeah, not from where you are currently standing.
Okay. Oh, can I help you? I love you. No, I can't. I'm sorry. Daddy has to take his turn. Like, Daddy, but we have to play now. All right. For a spell like command, do I need to be able to see them?
Let's see.
Technically, an auditory thing.
Looks like you can still use it.
All right. I am going to cast commands, and I think it's just simple things like flee, stop. If I'm not mistaken.
So who are you casting command on?
I suppose that fellow, because each group of 4 is carrying a ram. Is that correct?
Yep.
Okay, so this fellow.
Okay, and he gets a will save, so it's the DC.
21.
Alright, he failed with a 13.
Okay, and so I can only command it to approach, run away, release what it's holding, drop thrown, or to stand in place. I can't say attack everyone around you.
Yep.
Or something like that. Okay, cool. Just making sure I understood it correctly. So I am going to tell him to run away as if he had the fleeing condition.
Alright.
And just to make sure I'm getting this clear, that would necessitate him trying to turn around from right there and running away.
Yes, he has to spend 1 action fleeing.
Okay. Cool. That's right, cool. I love you.
Alrighty, so that is the end of that round. So, Ip, you are back up.
All right. Time to get my snipe on. Yeah, so let's shoot. Well, I'm gonna pick my targets wisely. We're gonna target this guy first, since he's holding a different battering ram. And that is a 10 plus. How do I roll this? The attacks are easier to do in Hero Lab. Okay. Plus 12 would be a 22.
That'll hit.
Okay, so that does 10 damage.
Alright, he did.
For my second action, I guess, is this guy provided cover by these 2 other guys in the way?
No, because you're high enough up, it doesn't make a difference.
Okay, so we're going to target this lead blocker as well with attack number 2, which has what kind of modifier on it? +7. That one got a 26.
That'll hit.
And so that one will do another 10 damage.
Nice, he did.
And for my third trick, I'm feeling a little bit bitter, so I'm gonna take a stab at this guy, the chieftain. This one gets a +2. We're gonna try my other d20 this time. That didn't work. 11.
Yeah, that's a miss. So it just buries itself into the dirt harmlessly. Alright, so that is your turn. The chieftain is going to return fire.
Bring it on.
No, you gotta look. No.
Alright, 27. What is your AC?
A 21 plus the tower shield.
Yeah. So that is still a hit. 17 is a miss. And 11 is a miss. So he's going to get one hit. No crits this time. For
They fed heavily into the shield.
10 damage.
Oops, I went the wrong way.
You added
All right.
these arrows. They're not so bad.
Now you're up, Akalupu.
And Octopus, remember, as many as you can.
You're muted, by the way, Anna.
Alright. I think we established that the case with the fire stuff is on the second floor, so the floor that I sleep on, right?
I think it was in Mono Anui's room.
That's what I recall. But
Probably. I mean, that makes a lot more sense.
All right,
I
so
mean, either way,
one move to get to second floor or third floor, one to collect how are you just gonna like scoop up a bunch in your arms?
Yes.
All right,
I'm going to
roll.
take my shirt and like turn it into like a little pouch and like just like put them in the pouch.
Nice. All right, go ahead and roll 1d8.
Sure, this is not gonna end badly at all.
All right, so you are able to grab 6 of them. And then one more action to get on the rooftop. So you can go ahead and move yourself somewhere up there. And that is going to be your turn.
Oh, cool.
you caught it though. It was a good catch.
All right, so this guy is going to take some more shots at Burn Bright. That is a miss and a bigger miss. All right, so that is his turn. Next up is Burn Bright. Does Burn Bright have any AoE? I don't think so. All right, so he's gonna follow his brother's example and just take some shots. That's a 22, which will hit. 11 will miss, and a 17 will miss. So he is able to kill one more of them. Right, and that is his turn. Next up, we have the blowgunners. Let's see, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I guess that guy can't really. Yeah, so just 5 of them that have shots. So we're gonna have 3 of them shoot at Burn Bright and 2 at Ip again. Is a 14 is gonna miss, a 19 is gonna miss, and a 3 is super gonna miss. Is that a 1? Yeah, that means that they rolled a 1. One of them sucks the blow dart instead of blowing it and kills himself. Just stabs himself in the throat. He put the blowgun to his mouth while he was still taking that inhale, getting ready.
Rookie move.
All right, that is the blowgunners. Next up is these guys. So the guy who has been commanded is going to spend 1 turn running the other way, and then 2 turns coming back.
So it's only 1 action that he takes?
Yeah.
Okay.
If I am remembering correctly, let me check just to be sure. Let's see, command. Let's see. On a failure for the first action on its next turn, the creature must use a single action to do as you command.
Okay.
If
like
it had critically failed, then it would have to use all of its actions to obey your command. But it did not critically fail.
As a quick question, how does that impact them holding the battering ram?
2 of them are able to hold it. It's not like obviously going to be as effective with just 2, but the battering rams are like the right size to where 2 of them could still wield it. They don't need the full 4. All right, so I'm gonna move these dead guys out of the way.
It's not going to cause havoc in the cohesion of the line by fleeing.
All right, so they are able to get up to the tower. Almost. One group can't quite get there. But 2
I
of the
feel like
groups...
that's a good point, though, Abe, because if he had to take 1 action leaving and another action coming back, then that whole quad, that whole battering ram,
this
I
one
feel
guy
like should
is
be...
probably further back, yeah.
So then these 2 guys are holding the battering ram.
Yeah. That is true. The one guy should be further back. All right, here we go. That is their whole turn.
Put your helmet on?
Mono Anui.
Alright. Oh, sorry, hold on. Mono Anui is going to... What is Mono Anui doing? So would the spells that I used yesterday have repopulated or no?
No, you did not complete a full rest.
Alright. Willing creature. JK. JK. JK.
She wouldn't have that. I can spit that out.
That's it. Thank you. Here, you can chew on that.
You need Yasuka's fireballs here.
I know. Alright, so let's see. I think this is a line.
Now, because you are shooting down from above, the line won't really be able to hit more than 1 target. Now, if you want to jump off of the tower and, stand like right here, you get a bunch of them.
Tells me that I would most definitely die.
I don't know, you survived last time.
Well, I mean, I did technically die.
Nope, you haven't actually, other than sort of with the whole spirit world thing, you haven't technically died yet. You have been dying multiple times.
Can I target the battering ram?
Yes.
With that, if I did a I don't know, a big tendril on that, would that do something to it? Would that cause it to break?
It could.
Since I don't know if that has hit points.
It does.
It does?
Yeah, so remember with your boat, where because it's an item, it has a hardness that reduces the amount of damage it takes, and then it has hit points. So you have to be able to like do enough damage to overcome its hardness, and then anything past that goes to its hit points. So you can break it.
Hmm. Well,
Is this the only door down here?
Yep.
Or
Yeah, that's the only door, and that's on the
Yes.
first floor.
so they're not close to getting to us.
Well, it depends.
No, but
Are
they're-
they going to try to like bash in the tower walls or the door?
Walls seems silly.
1, 2. How tall is the tower?
30 feet ish.
Oh, okay, so that kind of works out quite a lot. Oh crap! I'm going to go to the edge and come here. Don't put that back. Don't eat that. Sorry, my daughter thought she could subsist off of dog food for a second. No, it's okay. We go through this. Here we go. No, that's your helmet. There you go. Yeah. Okay. So, I am going to. So what is this? That's 120. Okay. What's the damage? Okay. Alright. I'm gonna move here. And then cast Grim Tendrils at the battering ram.
All right. Go ahead and roll for attack.
Wait a minute. Would negative damage actually do any damage to physical things? Like non-people, non-living things?
Let's see. It would. You wouldn't get the bleed damage though.
Okay. Yeah, I figured that. The wood is bleeding out. That'd be cool though. Alright, I am going to cast that on the battering ram.
All right. Roll for attack.
It's just a roll for
Oh, right. It's a line.
damage.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I guess the people holding it would get a reflex save. What's the save on it?
Fortitude.
Oh, fortitude save. Well, it's an inanimate object, so I think it automatically succeeds. So it's going to take half damage.
Then it takes 2d4 negative damage. Where's my d4? Dang it! I'll take it. Fine. 6. So
All right.
3.
It looks a little like slightly decayed. Was 6 halved or was that total?
6 was total, so 3
Oh.
as a total.
It looks completely untouched. All right, so that is Mono Anui's turn. Yep, it is your turn once again.
Okay, question. If I cast a line spell, 60-foot line, because of the height, is this going to go over the Cocoa Biters?
Yeah, it would not hit any of the Cocoa Biters close to you.
So if I casted a line spell here, could I only target one of these? Because it wouldn't
Yeah.
be able to hit.
Yeah, in this case,
Ugh.
your height is not helping you with any of these like line spells because you're coming in at an angle, so it would just go over the people in front and then only hit the one person.
Yeah, and Junior's not up here with any fire bombs yet.
Junior is currently up on the roof with 6 fire bombs. Right, that's what I said. Yeah, 6. Because you rolled a 2.
Okay, and yeah, I guess.
So you could spend an action grabbing some out of his shirt.
Yes. I would like to spend 1 action grabbing 2 fire bombs and then 2 actions each throwing a fire bomb.
All right. So you have 2 fire bombs. Where are you throwing them?
I'm aiming here. Oops, wrong. Here.
Okay. Let's get an attack roll. It's gonna be a ranged attack. It's gonna be the same as your crossbow -1 because you have the +1 striking on it. Or not striking.
Okay.
The whatever it's called. Anyway, you've got the +1 on it.
So that's a 14.
All right. From this range, that is actually no. All right, that's just barely a miss. But it's only gonna end up off by 5 feet from where you wanted it to be. So go ahead and roll a 1d8 to see which direction it's off by.
6.
All right, let's see. Cool. All right, so that is going to land it right there. So roll me 1d8.
8.
All right, this guy under the fire is very dead.
I don't get it.
Man, I was hoping that would go south.
Yeah, no. So it starts at the bottom. So 1 would be directly south, and then he goes clockwise 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay, so second firebomb, we're aiming here.
No.
Okay.
Well, no. That doesn't make sense. Now that we hit those 2 guys, yeah, it makes more sense to just aim here. That's really close. Hard to miss that one.
Stop eating that rubber thing. Oh, where do you find it?
Okay, so we're aiming here.
Okay.
Taking my attack roll. Oh, much better. 19 plus 4 is 23.
All right. So
that has to hit.
Oh yeah, no, that lands exactly where you want it to be. Go ahead and roll 1d8.
3.
All right, that is sufficient to kill all 3 of them. All right, so that is going to deal with one of the battering rams. That's it for your turn. All right, so the chieftain is yelling pretty angrily at the cocoa biters. Something in their language, so you don't understand it, but he seems to be pretty upset with their performance. And then he's gonna take a couple more shots at you for lighting his people on fire.
Could have seen that coming.
So 22, but with cover, I believe that's a miss. What's your AC again?
21.
All right, yes, that's a miss. Oof, but a 30 will hit, not a crit though. For 8 points of damage.
Oh.
8 points of damage.
All right, so that is this turn. Akalupu. And chuck some more of those fire bombs.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes, I am. So let's see. I'm gonna check it at the last guy, the last the rammy, bammy, battering ram.
So you're just gonna throw it right here. See if you can take out those three.
Yes.
All right, let's get an attack roll.
Don't know what that was for, Hadassah.
What'd you say?
Said I don't know what that was for, Hadassah. 26.
She's running out of
All right,
primus.
that will hit, and that will be exactly where you want it to be. So go ahead and roll 1d8. All right, that is enough. And these three go down. All right, you have 2 actions left.
Okay. Let's see. How many of the fire bombs did PPOP take?
2. So you had 4 left. You threw 1, so you have 3 left.
3 left.
You just spend your actions throwing bombs.
Abilities are endless. I'm going to kind of spread out. I'm gonna throw one at the chief.
All right, go ahead and roll an attack.
And does this one, are we going with these, still have like the same, or do they have the falling attack? The same as like.
Yeah, they have the same falling attack.
Okay. I feel like I've asked this question before and I apologize. 19.
All right, that is not going to hit where you want it to be. So go ahead and roll 1d8. All right, 3. So that is going to still get it close enough to hit him. And go ahead and roll 1d8. All right, 2 damage. So let's see. So it does 1d8 damage, 1 persistent fire damage, and 1 fire splash damage. Oh. So the splash is only 1. I've been giving you extra damage. Oh well. We'll leave it for now. These are fancy bombs.
Yeah, that's the real reason Mono Inui is so protective of them. She put a little extra punch in them.
Yeah, they got some oomph. All right, Chieftain is hurt, but definitely not dead.
Nice.
Like he's slightly singed. That's about it. All right, you have 1 action left.
I'm gonna throw my last one there.
Where?
Over by the dead bodies, right there, between like this guy who's alive and the dead bodies.
Here?
And over here. By like a giant pile of dead bodies. Do I have
Oh, over there. Got it. Yep, I see.
Cool. Oof. I rolled a 7.
All right, yeah, you miss entirely. It goes flying off into the dead body somewhere, probably. I guess you can roll for it. Roll 1d8. Let's see where direction it goes. All right, so it doesn't go into the dead bodies, but it does go like up here.
Aw. I wanted to light the giant pile of dead bodies on fire.
All right.
That's my turns.
That is your turns. And these guys, at this point, morale and the ability to even wield battering rams is pretty well gone. So this guy's going to retreat. And this guy is going to retreat, but he probably, I don't know if he can get all the way. Let's see. Oh yeah, with 3 actions, he can just get behind the wall here. All right, are you guys gonna back off now, or are you going to push further? They seem to be backing off.
Is there any way that we can go back to sleep and get a full night's rest?
If you allow them to back off and don't, like, push them at her.
Can we try not to shoot them while we retreat?
I have no idea what you said.
So can we not take our like crossbows and things like that nature and shoot at them as they're running away?
If you guys want to continue combat, you can keep fighting and shoot them with crossbows, yes.
But at this point, most of them are kind of behind cover, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I feel like we just continue with plan A, but they just have less people.
Hadassah, don't put that in your mouth. No, not yummy. Yucky. Hadassah, spit it out.
All right. So, tactical mode ending. You guys head back. Monoanui will probably need to take like a little bit of a longer watch while everyone else sleeps. But otherwise, PPOP, your watch is technically over. So, Monoanui, let's get 3 perception checks from you.
$14,
Okay, you don't notice anything suspicious.
28,
Still seems quiet in the camps.
15.
All right. As far as you're able to tell, things seem to have calmed down. You do see some occasional movement from the earthworks. They're definitely keeping watches. And you do see still stuff seems to be going on in the northern camp, but nothing nearly as significant as before.
And then it's who's watch after Monoanui's?
You had the final watch, so after that it is morning.
Alright, well Monoanui's gonna go to sleep. Come daybreak.
Well, you already got your sleep.
I did?
Yeah,
Is that
before
all
your
my-
watch. So you got to basically finish out your evening. So PPLP would have finished out his watch, but I didn't have him roll perception because he already did that for his watch earlier. Then you would have finished, yeah. So you get a full night's rest.
Alright, cool.
But you're not waking up at the crack of dawn. It's a little bit of a ways, not too far. It's probably like 8 o'clock or so before y'all are really stirring again. But otherwise, the night passes quietly. The dead bodies bright around the tower. I assume, if anyone tried to come get their bodies, you'd just shoot them.
Yeah. I got a crossbow.
Yeah. So two more dead bodies join their ranks before they decide that's a bad idea.
Nice.
All right. So we've been going for over 2 hours at this point. I imagine people are probably ready to call it a game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think
That
this is a
sounds
good
good to
time to
me.
stop.
All right. So we'll go ahead and wrap up here. And as always, let's see who goes first. What did Junior learn?
Junior learned that we should have health potions.
It is a good idea, even with a cleric in the group, having some emergency backup options. Pretty smart.
Well, I do have health potions, but since I'm the cleric, can't really.
Yeah. So I'm sure y'all will figure that out, before you leave the island.
I can distribute my health potions. I also have the ability to craft health potions.
Yeah. All right.
We should definitely all carry at least a couple health potions.
Yeah.
Especially a certain witch in the group.
Well, the problem is she keeps going down, and she can't use a health potion while she is dying and unconscious.
No, I specifically prepared a spell for next session called Life Connection. When I take 10 minutes casting the spell, I place a failsafe deep within the life force of the target, and so when they take damage, as long as I'm within 1 mile of them, I take all the damage instead.
Ooh.
All the damage? Or was it just half? Or was that a different spell?
After calculating the amount of damage the target would take, we lose an equal number of hit points, and the target doesn't take any damage.
Nice.
You can't reduce the amount of hit points you lose in this way. The target still takes any effects that would come with damage.
Okay, cool.
But
Yeah.
my shield other, that does half damage. So this one is full damage, so for one attack.
Makes sense. I'm trying to see if the Night's Rest would have taken Mono Inui's wounded condition away. Yeah, so you lose the wounded condition if someone restores hit points to you with treat wounds, which did happen, or if you are restored to full hit points and rest for 10 minutes, which also happened. So you can go ahead and remove wounded Mono Inui. And speaking of the witch, the resident witch, what have you learned?
Well, I know you learned that cocoa biters don't like birds.
Yeah, and Reginald is pretty easy to spot. Like, a giant white raven stands out. Alright, and finally, what did Ip learn?
Ip learned that being a healer is unforgiving.
It certainly can be.
Everyone keeps dying.
I
Not
mean,
of action economy to keep everyone alive.
I don't know. Your only opportunity to keep someone from, dying was kind of out of your hands. So I feel like you've been doing fine.
Yeah, that's true. That's what I mean, though. Like, it's out of my hands.
Yeah, I mean,
What am I even doing here?
if someone gets one shot, what are you gonna do?
That's why I need to cast the life connection spell on them.
You don't
Yeah,
need
that way you get one shot instead. And then you're not there to heal them because you're the one dying.
Well, I have way more health.
That's true. You have a lot more health than Mono Inui. Definitely.
I actually would have survived because Abe took how much damage? It was like 54, and I have 58.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no, you're definitely a little bit tankier than Mono Inui. I would say Mono Inui is a glass cannon, but I feel like also missing the cannon part, so just glass.
Yeah. Mono Inui's just glass.
Just glass.
Just glass.
Alrighty, well thank you everyone for joining me. I hope you had a good time, and I will see you all at the next game.